Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. Their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
If you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, O'Leary. It's complete to Fuller. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. Paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's complete to his tight end, Seals-Jones. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Out comes Houston. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have,
get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
A lot of them said we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A run for Snell. He'll rumble for about 6.
The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And this defense not giving him anything there. On second down, here's Miller. And down he goes at the 45.
Strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams.
On first down, here's Breida. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football. He gains yardage for him, chews up clock.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looking to throw. O'Leary. They'll find Miller. That's complete. The 3rd down run gets them nothing. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle.
On 2nd and 12, Murray.
Powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
From the 31, Murray. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down. Murray dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And this play comes to a halt at the 33. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, O'Leary, and that is incomplete.
A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. Now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, Snell. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position.
He had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Murray now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Murray now 7 of 10 here in this first half. And he's got a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. From the gun, Murray. He's got it. Seals Jones, touchdown Cardinals. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Back to throw. O'Leary under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 2nd and 11. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Eric Ebron in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. Matthew Stafford has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we take the long trek eastward to Tampa, check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Devontae Parker, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Marquise Goodwin, a touchdown reception. As we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. Change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Check, 41. 8 yards on the pickup.
On second down now. Snell, and he'll get it out to midfield. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Check 50, check 50.
Here's Murray from midfield. Steps away. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
There, after about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A good gain of 9.
On the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. He's going to take a shot for the end. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast.
60 Pittsburgh. Check pass. Check pass. Clear.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again. Nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, O'Leary. He's got Fuller. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Incomplete.
The best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year.
Third down, O'Leary. Open man is Gordon, complete.
When in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Throwing again on second and 10. O'Leary trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open.
A yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. On second and 9, Murray. And that will to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Morton.
Never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down. When you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Snell on 3rd down. Space to run past the 20. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Trying to get it with Snell. And he picks up the first down yardage. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Murray now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28.
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here's Murray, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray will find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ricky Seals Jones. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fielded about a yard deep. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be.
Defense.
Throwing on 1st down. O'Leary gets it to Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. O'Leary. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Check 52 to Mike. Drop deep, drop deep. Hit it.
Off the bootleg. O'Leary. And break. The tight end's got it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Eric Eric Ebron have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game.
He's got him in, complete. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, O'Leary. It's complete to Fuller. Now they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Throwing right, and that's complete. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Gordon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. Get on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. To throw is Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And it's caught. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to run this one in. Looking for a seam, but finding none. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And his kick here is good. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That's nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
From the gun on 3rd down. O'Leary. And he connects with Ebron. Back to throw. O'Leary. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Texans get a bit closer. And that will get them one closer. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one.
So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special.
Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.